Awesome. Hey, ProTrending fans, it's Super Bowl week, and we have a very exciting guest for Tunnel Talk this week, 12-year NFL vet and two-time Super Bowl champ, Ike Taylor. Ike, thank you so much for being on Tunnel Talk.
Thank y'all. Appreciate the invite.
Yeah, I want to take a step back because I love asking pros like yourself, how was your fashion before making the league? Because I think I've said this before, a lot of kids out there that maybe don't have the bankroll to dress in designer think that they can't have style because they don't got that check. We obviously disagree. So I would ask you, did you get your style after you got that check, or how was your fashion style before, and where were you shopping at? Like, I don't know, what was your budget like?
Yeah, so my first was I don't know if y'all remember crisscross. We was doing the pants backwards.
Yeah.
So I was doing the pants backwards back in the day. Crisscross, a little rap group. For all y'all youngsters who don't know who Crisscross was, just go on and Google YouTube Crisscross. So yeah, I was doing that first. Really, I never did have, you know what I'm saying? But I always made what I had work. Then coming from New Orleans, we felt like we was one of the first to come out with the white T-shirts.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah, so it was the Dickie pants, whatever white tee. You know, whether you had the blue Dickie pants, black Dickie pants, whatever it was with the white tee. And we had something called Reebok Classics. So back home in New Orleans, it was Reebok Classics. We used to call them soldier shoes. Reebok Classics and a white tee. Super simple. Easy money. But for me, I thought swag was always, it had nothing to do with designer. It had everything to do with the person and how they wear it. Like you can get you a nice little fit from Walmart, but when you wear it like it's yours and when you own it, it's a little bit different. So, I mean, you can see Fila coming back. You can see Champion stuff coming back. None of that stuff is expensive. It's just the person who wears it and the swag they have to go along with it. They present that outfit.
So what's the definition of Ike Taylor's fashion, like 2021?
I'm a sweatpants, sweatshirt guy. Obviously, I got my 412
Yeah.
here on. That's Pittsburgh area code. So I've been rocking that since day one, like the early 2000s. Beanie on, or I wear a hat. So it's just, for me, it's more like a comfortable look. You know, my color scheme is whatever. Just hanging around my son and my nephews, they don't really match. They just throw whatever on. And you know, they doing the mismatched socks. They doing the same shoes, but different colors. So if you got the Jordan 5 or something, one of the Jordan 5s might be blue, the other one might be red on your right foot. Like that's what the young boys doing right now. So I watch every blue moon. I try to swag it out like them, but for the most part, you know, I'm like super laid back. So right now I'm doing the Vans. I'm a Vans guy right now. During the summertime, I rock the Air Max. You know, right now I'm rocking the Vans, and I'm a repeat offender. I'll wear the same outfit. I would throw the outfit in the washing machine. I'll wear that same outfit for a week.
I got the Taylor fashion.
That's true.
I mean, I said I got the Ike Taylor fashion because literally and I think a lot of people right now because of Corona, like I can't even remember the last time I haven't bought a pair of jeans probably till like early last year. Everything I've been wearing right now is sweats and like you said, you can make sweats and a sweatshirt look good. It's just how you wear and how confident you are. And I had to ask you, were you all like the Dickies and the white tee? Was that oversized? Are we talking like 3X?
Yeah. Back in the day, in the late 90s, like 94 to 98, 3X, 4X. You know what I'm saying? Like the big clothes, like the nightgown, like a nightgown shirt. Like my T-shirt used to be all the way down to my knees. You know, we used to go in the store and get a size. So right now I'm like I'm a 32 waist. Man, I used to go cop the 42 waist.
That's hilarious.
Back in the day. So, you know, times have changed. They say history always repeat itself. You know, I see the big jeans are coming back now. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good thing. But for me, man, I have adopted the sweats look.
I love it.
So it's Super Bowl week, of course, and you actually played in the last Super Bowl that was in Tampa. Walk us through that week. Obviously, you didn't get to have like the pregame parties, but what was the post-game celebration like in Tampa?
Me, my son, and my mama left that morning, and I went and bought a Ferrari. I said, come on. I said, come on, let's go. It was like, Mom was like, where we going? I said, we're going back to Orlando. Tell everybody we'll see him in Orlando. And I went straight to the Ferrari dealership. And man, we drove down to the Ferrari dealership, and I don't remember selling because I remember my son sitting on my lap on the field. And I wasn't tired, but I was mentally exhausted. I was like, like my brain was burning. You know what I'm saying? That's why I try to tell people, like, if people can actually come to a Super Bowl practice and see how fast, how alert, how attentive, how you can just hear sometimes a mosquito talking. It's a difference. It's training camp, then it's preseason, then it's regular season, then it's playoffs. But the practice for the Super Bowl that week, I've never seen guys fly around so fast. I've never seen communication be on point so much. I've never seen guys lock in so hard. You got one shot. You got one shot to get it done. We was locked in. We was locked in, but for that Super Bowl, man, we were so close knit. Everybody stayed in James Ferrier room. And everybody, I mean, so picture a two-bedroom room full of at least 20-some guys.
For the whole night.
All we did was talk, play. We was bringing mattresses from other rooms, from each other room. Like, we just wanted to be around each other. So we played cards, we talked, we reminisce, we chill. And before you know it, man, it was like 12 o'clock at noon. And we was like, dang, at least let us get some kind of sleep, fellas. The camaraderie was like no other. You never not had in our locker room. I don't care whether you was a free agent or you was making big bucks. Whatever my brother had or whatever I had, he had. Like, the love was unconditional. Like, we used to buy each other cars. Like, if we had a free agent guy, and he just had a kid and we knew he had no money, we'll chip in and buy the man a whole car truck. Like, that's what it was.
Yeah.
We weren't even thinking nothing about it. Like, we just love being around each other. So,
and that's what they say.
That's the difference.
They say that, the Chiefs, that's what they say the Chiefs team is. Like, they all hang out. Because I think a lot of people, fans, think that, the team all hangs out together outside of practice. And, like, that's not always the case. But I've just been hearing that's how the Chiefs are. And I think, like what you're telling me, when everybody's so close together, you're on the same page, you're on another level, right?
It makes sense. Off of a sideline, I can tell you which team is going to win just because how they interact during adversity on the sideline. When Mecole Hardman muffed that punt, right, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Eric Bieniemy, Coach Andy Reid. I'm talking about from the play calling to his teammates. What I liked about Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy was they went right back to him.
Yeah, he scored the touchdown, right? Went
right back to him.
Yep.
And Patrick and Travis was like, hey, bro, shake that stuff off because we're going to need you anyway. Let it go. And that's how it was. But Patrick Mahomes, he just having fun. You know what I'm saying? He really having fun. But to hear how them guys interact off the field, that's where your relationships build. That's where your kids call your other teammates uncle, like that's Uncle Ike. My son called Troy, like that's Uncle Troy, that's Uncle James Harrison, that's Grandpa Rooney. Like that's all that goes because of the stuff we used to do off the field. You know, and that's what you see in KC. Like KC doesn't care what the situation is. They always feel like they have a chance. But I tell people all the time, the sideline is telling you the story.
Yeah. So you think it's Kansas City, no question, on Sunday, or you think that Tom Brady's deep relationships with some of his guys are going to come out to play too?
This is tough.
Yeah, I'm rocking with Tom.
Okay.
I mean, how could you not?
And
right?
the reason why I'm rocking with Tom is because Bruce Arians, which he was one of my coaches when I played, he got 4 guys on his coaching staff who I used to play with. And I respect that from BA. So that's one of the reasons why he said it makes his job easier, because BA feels like he can only relate with so many things to these players. But when you have former players who actually know what they're doing, guys can always relate to other players. It's a calming atmosphere when you have former players who play for long periods of time and they can relate to players. So that's one of the reasons why. Then you got TB12. Like TB12 and Larry Foote, who was actually linebackers coach for Tampa Bay Bucks, who I played with. He played at Michigan with Tom Brady. And before Tom Brady even started for the New England Patriots, he was like, I'm telling y'all, they got to back up Tom Brady. Once he starts starting, he going to tear the league up. It was like, man, Foote, man, stop all that. Man, you just talking, bro. He was like, I'm telling you, because he used to come in for Brian Griese. When Brian Griese couldn't get the job done, TB used to come in. He used to come in and light it up. Like, he clutched.
That's crazy.
Little did we know, Larry Foote wasn't lying the whole time. If you know anything about Tom Brady, that's his first name, Clutch. Because for the majority of his career, he's just been clutch.
Absolutely.
I think that's a good segue to go into. We wanted to see your opinion on. We have some players on both sides. I try to do it by position, quarterback versus quarterback, and I want to get your opinion on which pro has better style.
I'll tell you who got the most swag in the league when you want to talk about dressing up. Travis Kelce all day. You know how some people want the juice, then other people know they got the juice? Like, Travis knows when it comes down to fashion, he got the juice. Like, man, ain't nobody messing with me when it come down to this fashion stuff, man. That's just him. He always been dapper. Like, Travis always been dapper. Always been dapper.
Yeah. Let's start with the quarterbacks. This is interesting. There's a big age gap, but they kind of both have swag.
You know, for me, Tom Brady's like, he's like the James Bond when it come down to his fashion.
Exactly.
I like that.
He the grown up. He's the British Dapper Dan, James Bond, Daniel Chromate. Like, that's Tom.
Yep.
That's Tom. You know what I'm saying? Tom. you know, both of them got money, so you can't hide money, and I get that part. Between Patrick Mahomes and Tom, both of them got that. But the swag off of Tom, it reminds me of that 007 kind of swag.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's a perfect example, because that's so true. You know, Tom has money, but you don't see Tom coming to games with Gucci jacket or any designer. He's always wearing something where it doesn't have labels on it. It might be by a designer, but it's exactly
well, he's a big Tom Ford guy.
He's a Tom Ford guy, yeah. Tom Brady, Tom Ford makes sense. But I love it. It's always like James Bond, because he's always wearing something slick, but there's no logos, there's no like other distractions.
So Adam picked this photo out, and I get why you chose it, because I think it's an even representation. But I think Patrick has done a better job. Obviously, he's younger, he's learning from the game, he's improving. But before this season, and obviously that massive contract plays into it a little bit too, but I feel like he was lacking. And someone might have said, like, okay, bro, if you're going to be like a Super Bowl champ, you're going to be MVP caliber, you got to step up your game on the fashion sense. And this photo kind of emulates that to me.
So from what I see from the photo, it's the maturity level.
Right.
So as Patrick Mahomes get older, he gonna start rocking them Tom Brady hand.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't gonna be rolling. He ain't gonna be rolling with no rolling bag like that in a year or two. Like Tom Brady got, I'm sure that handbag right there probably cost 50 grand.
Exactly.
But that's Tom. That's 007. Like, you know, you got your toiletry bag in there, whatever you need up in there. Like when I'm coming,
What's in there?
I'm coming to the stadium with, that's how I'm leaving out. A lot of young guys like to come in with the suit on, but they like to dress down when they leave. You know, they like to put the sweats on. You know, as you get older, you know, you're gonna come in with a suit Tom Brady got on, what he got on right now, but he gonna put them clothes right back on after the game, but he might leave 2 buttons undone or something. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't gonna be as buttoned up. It's gonna be a relaxed, casual, where we going sip some whiskey at? You know what I'm saying? Let's do a cigar. Let's do a cigar and whiskey. That's our time. That's our time doing it. Patrick Mahomes, he gonna have to start to get on that level. Like the roller bags, you know, he got to get into the handbags because he's the face of that franchise.
Right. But like, where are you going?
That's the detail stuff I look at.
Now, would you wear the same style that you wore on your travel day as you were walking into the game? Because I've noticed a lot of players do that, which makes sense. You don't need to pack, like, you're not going to pack 2 game day fits. I'm curious what you did. Did you do the travel sweats or what do you do?
Man, we had Will Allen and Ryan Clark. Them boys used to bring 3 suits for 1 game. So they had a suit to go to the game, and they had an option on what they wanted to put on after the game. Because they used to compete. They used to compete a lot. Will Allen, we used to call him Frenchie. And the reason why we used to call him Frenchie was because he was one of the first guys we've ever saw that used to wear the fitted tight suits. He was one of the first. Like, I can't even lie. Frenchie, Will Allen, he was one of the first to wear, you know, the high water, the high water slacks and pants and suits with the no socks. I'm talking about 2007.
Oh yeah, that's real, bro.
Yeah, he was doing this, and he was like, man, y'all need to catch up. It was like, Frenchie, man, you can't even sit down with them tight ass pants. But little did we know, he was light years ahead of the game.
I love it.
Here's another one. I mean, we already know your take on Travis Kelce, and
you already see?
Yeah.
See, Travis Kelce is more. He's a button-up rock star.
Mm-hmm. That's a great. I don't think I ever heard someone describe Travis Kelce's style like that, but I like that.
We have to get your nickname on every pro.
Oh yeah, I can nickname everybody. He's a button. Gronk like, excuse me. Gronk like, man, y'all made me put this on. Like Gronk is like me. Gronk is like a sweats, you know, kind of guy. I mean, he can pull it off, but Travis he's a button-up rock star.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You know, Travis one of the only guys who can probably pull off leather pants.
Yeah. I get Kelly Oubre vibes from this look from Travis too.
That's a good. I think Kelly Oubre is a good comparison in the NBA versus the NFL. Travis Kelce. I agree with that.
Gotcha.
With Rob, yeah, he got the Ike Taylor, the sweatsuits. You know, if he doesn't need to dress up, he goes with comfortable, and I like that. You know, he doesn't need it because a lot of these players, you know, they ain't comfortable. They're just doing it for the looks. But you know, with him, you know, if he has to dress up at an award show, he'll wear something like that. But he's just mostly like whatever he looks and gets it comfortable.
Yeah, but Travis Kelce, he a little different, bro. I'm telling you, he got the juice for sure.
Now this is a good comparison, and I will say, AB, like I haven't seen him. Like I don't know why the Tampa Bay Bucks are not giving him as much love on the Instagram, but I haven't seen much of his game day fits this year. I don't know, you know, he's kind of MIA with that. Usually he's all about crazy patterns, Gucci suits,
arrivals, like
but
big arrivals.
they got to step their game up. Social media on Tampa Bay. Come on.
So AB is more. AB is more of a basketball stylish persona than actual football. Like AB dresses like the guys who dresses in basketball. Like he's like your Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
Like AB would try anything. Like anything that goes left, AB feel like he can pull it off. The same way as Russell Westbrook. Russell feel like he can pull whatever off. If you just look at Russell Westbrook outfits, you'd be like, well, that's just Russ. You know what I'm saying? If you look at AB, you be like, well, that's just AB. It's only certain amount of people can pull off certain things. So, you know what it is, McCole Hardman.
Yeah.
That's a nice little Christmas. I guess it's around Christmas time. I'm looking at the jacket. I'm looking at the red pants, the hat. You know, that's a nice little play. Yeah, both of them wearing the Gucci. The nice little Flav. So yeah, I can see that. But yeah, AB is like the Russell Westbrook of the NFL. My personal opinion.
Yeah, I agree. He doesn't.
Yeah. I think McColl's he's gonna, especially after this season, he's really gonna start making big moves in the fashion sense, and I think he'll really turn into that individual in the league who is known for fashion and wants to start playing around with it too. And
McColl's, he's cool. We don't have the other fits, but like he'll show up on game days in a nice style like this, or he might be rocking a jersey of his teammate, which is super awesome. And then he might do like a throwback fun look. I know he dressed up as like 50 Cent back in the day. He came through one day, and I like that. I like people that like to have fun. They know the camera's going to be there, so they make it playful.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah. This one, these are
quite opposite.
This might not be the best Mike Evans photo, but I will tell you, Mike Evans does have drip. It's just not found on the internet yet, but he does have it. Tyreek Hill, that's a given. Cheetah, but
yeah. What are your thoughts on these two looks?
Obviously you can tell, the weather is different from KC than Tampa, Florida, because he got the heat. He got a Dwayne Wade jersey on, so it's hot outside. It's nice outside. He flexing the tattoos, of course. Tyreek another. He's on a scooter with a suit on. Tyreek look like he's just like, man, I don't need no toiletry bag. I'm just gonna shower and put my clothes back on after the game.
And lime scooter home.
Right? And just scoot through the parking lot.
Yeah.
Like Tyreek. Yeah. Tyreek more of to me, Tyreek is like a kid. And what I mean by that is like how much fun Patrick Mahomes have. That's how like Tyreek. He'll throw something on. It's just like he threw that one on right there though.
And how do we feel about no socks?
Yeah. Hey, listen up. I got about 100 suits, and I'll be rocking I'll be rocking the no socks a lot. So,
what about the crop pants, or like Tyreek? Or you stay away from crop with no socks?
I don't know. Let me see them pants you got on.
They're tailored,
but that's still cropped. If you see your ankle exposed, that's still.
Yeah, I got a few pair of suits like that. You just gotta keep your legs and your feet lotioned up.
Yep.
You cannot have no ashy feet and legs if you're gonna wear it like that.
Well, and also if you're gonna wear socks with a suit, please invest in some nice socks. Like you can't have some like nasty, thick
Right.
sock with a good suit and a good shoe. Like, just, it's such a no.
So the socks gotta match. The socks gotta match something on your suit that'll make it look detailed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and a lot of guys don't get that part when they do. Like, my socks might match my pin on the end of my suit or something. You know what I'm saying? Or my socks might
square. Yeah.
Yeah. It might match my shades or something. Like, or it might match my scarf if it's cold enough. So that's what these young guys got to understand, man. When you rocking the socks are more of a detailed thing that go with your outfit.
Yep. It's a compliment. Yep.
So you might have so this is actually a good one because you play with Le'Veon, the running backs. Those are the Tims. You got the Tims on. So
Fournette, that's my young buck because we from New Orleans.
Right.
Of course, I played with Le'Veon. Le'Veon always had like Le'Veon is like he's a tweener. What I mean by a tweener is a California. He's a California, Ohio baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, his style is more LA-ish than anything. Well, in my personal opinion. Leonard Fournette, he always been a Tim's guy. Always been a Tim's guy. But the jacket Foe got on, that jacket saying a lot, because that's a Wyoming rancher's former jacket. And what people don't understand about that cotton wool jacket is, 1 is real nice, 2 is real expensive, 3 is real heavy.
Absolutely.
And he got the beanie. See, the beanie matching the outside of the fur of that jacket. Le'Veon is more of a sneakerhead. So Le'Veon like his sneakers right. And sunshades. But you know, Le'Veon also love his jury too, because he think he a rapper. So Lay gonna jury that thing up too. So
who wins this look in your opinion? Like, show off, Fournette versus Le'Veon, who wins it?
I'm gonna split it right down the middle, because it's really, you can't say somebody doing something better than somebody else.
Yeah. You
know what I'm saying? I really can't say, you know, either one of them is really topping off one or the other. I really can't say.
I'm loving, honestly, like what you pointed out, the jacket. I like it. And let's find this other one. I know it's one more, just so he has it. I like it when you know, Frank Clark, when they just come in with, you know, they have a tee, but they just wear this like big overcoat. I mean, you don't need to do too much in that overcoat, because that's where
that's the statement.
Yeah. How you feeling on the overcoats like these?
Oh, that what Frank Clark got on?
Yeah.
Man, you know, that's a whole belt. You know, that coat is very expensive. And that's what I like, when you have style and when you're very confident, you feel you can rock whatever. So he got my sweats on, he got my t-shirt on, but he said, you know what, let me put a chinchilla on as well.
Exactly.
And y'all lucky I got my mask on, because if I would have took my mask off, you really would have saw my swagoo. Yeah, that's confidence. Yeah. That's a lot of confidence. That's a lot, because usually when you wearing that, you got a suit on.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
He rocking that thing with a sweatsuit.
A vintage style sweatsuit. This is like 80s, 90s. I love this look.
And Dominican Sue,
he got the nose pop too, but his are baggy pants. Now I don't know. I don't know if that's my look. I would do the skinny pants, but how do you feel about that? He's a big guy.
Sue did two $100 million contracts. He ain't tripping. Like Sue, like, man, like I really.
No, that's
Sue,
very good.
Yeah, Sue was like, man, my wife out of town. I got to pick out an outfit. Let me just throw it on.
I like it.
I love
Let's
it.
do one more. Let's see what the. This is a good one now. Jason Pierre-Paul and Sammy Watkins. No, is he holding a stereo? I think.
Yeah, like an old school. That's quite the accessory.
Now, Sammy Watkins, I've seen his style a lot because he was on the Rams and there's a lot of coverage of being here in LA, but he kept it over there in Kansas City too.
Okay, so Sam got the vested with the long sleeve, with the no socks, with the handbag. JPP got, JPP looking like the Terminator.
All black.
All black. But the jacket he got is nice though. That's a mean jacket. Right
again,
there.
you can see the detail on the inside. Like again,
Yes.
That's really nice material, nice, warm. It's great.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm all for the duffel bag. The rolly suitcases, that's out. That's out. It's all about the handbag now.
Yeah, your handbag game got to be on point.
100%.
Yeah, got to be on point.
And it's crazy to think. I think you said this earlier. Fashion does repeat itself, and
right.
In my opinion, and I want to know your opinion, I feel like we're at that years. We're in like the 90s, early 90s. I feel like we're going towards the 80s next. Where do you feel like fashion is? And this all, I feel like within the last 5 to 10 years, it's going backwards. Where do you see fashion at, or what decade are we heading in next? 70s?
Man, that's a good question.
But you said baggy pants, and that's a whole 70s vibe, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you gotta look at, like, I've seen more people like where down here in Florida, they've been doing like a lot of, so the house parties they do like a lot of 80s parties, but it's more like a workout 80s parties where your mom used to have the hot pink tights on with the aerobic, the thick aerobic socks with the Reeboks, and have a hair tied up in a neon green ribbon. Like people now starting to dress like that part down this way. So I don't know if that's actually going to be a fashion, but I know I've started to wear my socks over my sweatpants. So I have some. Yeah. I'm
doing that right now.
See?
I'm doing that right now.
See? So that's where I'm at with it. So that's what I be doing now. I put my Vans on, put my socks over my sweatpants, got my beanie, and I'm good.
I love it. So where are you watching the game on Sunday?
I'm gonna be there.
Oh, awesome.
So I'm actually
nice.
Going to the game. Me and my son are actually going to the game.
That's awesome.
You gonna be wearing what you wearing right now, or are you gonna dress up a little bit for it?
No, I'm gonna have some because it's gonna be cool. So I'm gonna have a nice little 412 hoodie with a jean jacket with a beanie. Get my Isotona gloves. So I'm gonna be nice.
The kicks? What about the kicks? Are you gonna surprise us with the kicks?
Yeah, so I got some special made Vans coming.
Oh.
So I'm gonna rock. I like the high top Vans too. Got the special made Vans coming. So I'm gonna rock them out with some jeans, and I'll be good.
Well, you gotta send the look to ProTrending so we can break it down.
I got you.
Show it to
I got you.
Well, I thank you again so much for joining us.
Appreciate y'all.
That's awesome, and I'll leave you with this. Who's gonna win this game? You're going with
TV.
You're going with TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with TB12. Yep.
Okay. Well, let's see what happens Sunday, and we'll look out for your style, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
All right, appreciate y'all.
Awesome. Thanks, man.
No problem. Thank you.